gente, nuestra primera aventura va a ser el safari. Vamos camino a hacer la fila porque la espera es de 50 minutos, mi gente. Según va subiendo el día, más tiempo tenemos que durar en la fila. Ya tenemos 23 minutos en fila y todavía estamos un poquito lejos.
In the distance on your right, hiding behind some bushes, there is an okapi. Also on your left is the greater kudu. The greater kudu on your left is one of the tallest antelopes in Africa, standing at around 5 feet at the shoulder. The fact that those kudus don't have horns tells us that they are females, because only the males grow any horns. The okapi way out there on your right may look like it's part zebra, but its closest relative is actually the giraffe. We can tell it's related to the giraffe due to the shape of its head as well as its prehensile tongue. And if you have never heard that word before, prehensile just means they grab things with it, like we grab things with our prehensile fingers.
Which animal is that?
At the top of the hill on your right is this saddle-built stork. The saddle area near the top of the beak kind of looks like a saddle that you would put on a horse. It's 9 feet. And for reference, the canopy over your head is also about 9 feet wide.
And this one.
Coming up on your right is the bongos have very smooth, sleek horns, pointed checkers, making it easy for them to sneak through the bushes without getting
Hey, just the same one.
Right now we're headed for the Safi River. The Safi River is home to some animals that spend most of their day under the water, so while we're out here, we usually gotta look pretty closely to the water to see if there's anybody hanging out down there. Out there on your right is the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans got their name. It comes up on their back during the mating season. Their wingspans range anywhere between 6 and 9 feet of the adults. On your left in the water is the Nile hippopotamus. Nile hippopotamus spends most of their day under the water. They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes, and they can even do that while they are sleeping. They'll hold their breath for 8 minutes, come back up for a gulp of air, then head back down without ever having to wake up.
Papi, me gusta claro porque ya me gusta todo, pero vamos a ver tigre, papi. That's the adventure, right?
¿El cocodrilo? Los cocodrilos, los cocodrilos. Oh my God, qué grande. Oh my God.
Sí, es un cocodrilo.
Qué grande.
Nile crocodile is the largest crocodilian in Africa. That includes crocodiles and alligators. Even though they have those big, powerful jaws that they use to help them capture their prey, they can be gentle when they want to be. Both mother and father will roll an egg around inside of their mouth to help their baby hatch. And once that baby does hatch, they can carry it around inside of their mouth to protect protect it from whatever's going
I'm
on
a
outside.
rabbit. Wait.
Que a lo mejor están de ese lado.
Cocodrilo.
They can grab their baby with their to protect them, yeah.
In just a moment,
Por eso que ellos llegan juntos,
entering the
porque van
savannah.
toditos ahí mismitos pegados.
The savanna is greatly affected by the animals that live in the area. We're going to see that there aren't that many trees out there due to the elephants.
Oh, la jirafa.
We're going to see a lot of patchy
The giraffe.
from the antelope.
The
eating
giraffe.
from the grass. And we're going to see that there aren't that many leaves on the bottom half of the trees because the giraffes eat any of the leaves that they can reach.
Mami, jirafa jares son las mismas.
The giraffe and the wildebeest.
These are wildebeest.
Wildebeest gather in groups as large as 1.5 million, and they can travel up to 1,000 miles during the migratory season. If you get a good look at the spots on the giraffe, you'll see that their spots have a lot of rough, jagged edges. That tells us that they are Maasai giraffes. Maasai subspecies of giraffe. Also on your right is the eland, one of the world's largest antelopes. The eland has a big flap of skin under its neck called a dewlap, and they run blood through the dewlap to lower their body temperature. Out here on the left, we're going to be searching for the painted dogs. So lately they have been hiding on the far side of the hill a lot, so we might not see them until the very end of this area. You can kind of see them laying down back there on your left, painted dogs. Painted dogs are some of the most efficient hunters in the animal world, far more successful at hunting than any of the big cat species. They gather in groups of up to 15, led by the alpha mating pair, an alpha female and an alpha male. On your left are the sable antelopes.
Siéntate.
Sable antelopes get their name due to their reddish color. However, they get darker and browner as they get older. They have long horns pointed right back at their own bodies that will protect them from predators that try to... You can see the eland again out there on your right. The male eland will stick his spiral horns into the ground to dig up any leaves, vines, and flowers that he can find to make himself a pretty little crown. Crown to the female, and if she doesn't like it, she'll tear it up and make it start all over her.
Mommy.
The zebra.
Zebra. Zebra.
Coming up on your right is the Hartman's Mountain Zebra. Every zebra has a unique striping pattern. No two are exactly alike, just like we all have unique fingerprints. Baby zebras can recognize their own mothers just by looking at their stripes. Also in the distance on your right there are some springbok. Springbok. The springbok is one of the world's smallest antelopes. They are capable of jumping up into the air 6 feet and forward 13 feet. There are a few more giraffes hiding out there in the distance on your right. The giraffe has a prehensile tongue.
Hey, that's a giraffe.
Again, prehensile means that they grab things with it.
Where's the giraffe?
And that tongue can reach up to 18 inches in length.
Hello, giraffe. Hey, giraffe. Pink flamingo. Pink. Pink flamingo. Pink flamingo.
Ellos es como dos tours.
One.
Porque hay unos camiones que cogen para allá y otros cogen para acá.
Pienso que estos son los que han dado la vuelta, ¿no?
Los monos.
Up ahead on your right, there is an African elephant. You might see him a little bit better further up. But also on your left, wandering around all the way in the back, there are the world's largest monkeys. Not super visible, they're all the way in the back up there. The male mandrill has a red and blue area at the top of the nose that gets more prominent as it gets excited or when they try to establish dominance amongst each other. You'll see the elephant a little bit more clear. If you get a good look at the elephant's ears, you'll see that the ears kind of look like the continent of Africa. That is one of the ways that we can visually identify it as an African elephant.
¿Cómo fue?
Elephants generally gather together in a large family unit led by the matriarch, which is the oldest female. However, once the male elephant reaches a certain age, he'll leave the family unit to live all by himself, or they'll come together in what is scientifically referred to as a bachelor group.
No, al mismo.
So if you ever see an elephant all by itself, it's a pretty solid bet. You're looking at an adolescent male elephant. As you drive down this big open area on your left, we are hoping to find
Oh
somewhere
my
else.
God.
Nada. No hay nada. The birds can see like this, with like that, Trump.
A lot of days you'll see the elephants flapping their ears around, and the reason that they flap their ears is because the backside of the ear is packed with blood vessels, and by flapping their ears they fan off those blood vessels, lowering their body temperatures by as much as 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my gosh.
There's another springbok on your right as well.
Right.
Ánimo África.
Coming up on your left is a flamboyant greater flamingos. Flamboyant is the word for a group of flamingos. They get their pink color from all the brine shrimp that they eat. A newborn baby flamingo is gray in color, and it takes them up to 2 years of eating brine shrimp to get that pink color that we use today.
Mami, mi favorito. Mi favorito, mami. Oh, I love. I have to tell you. A mí me gusta flamingo.
Wow, qué grande. Otro elefante gigante así.
Look at my eyes.
Okay.
Otro elefante
In the middle of
grandísimo.
the circle on your left is something known as a mud wallow.
Oh, mira los pavos real.
A lot of
Los
animals
pavos,
like to
¿cómo
go
se dice?
around
Lo-
mud
lo-
wallows on a hot day because the
Avestruz.
mud cools them off and
Ostrich.
protects them
¿Cómo?
from the sun. Like the sun
Ostrich.
that we use.
Los huevos de ellos son como así.
Son grandes. Yo creo que con huevo de los de ellos comemos todos nosotros y dejamos. Es grande. Ay, no cruce, no cruce, no cruce, no cruce.
Coming up on your left is the ostrich, but also way off in the distance is the cheetah on your left. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the world. They can run up to 60 miles per hour, but they can only hold that speed for a few hundred yards. Ostrich, largest bird in the world. Even though they cannot fly, they still got those big, powerful wings that they use to help them change directions when they're running. If you got a good look at the cheetah's face, you can see a black line going from the inside of the eye to the outside of the mouth. That black line reduces the glare from the sun, making it easier for them to hunt during the day. In just a moment, we're going to be reaching the Kopi Rocks. Kopi Rocks gather up a lot of heat from the sun, making them nice and warm. And if you have any pet cats at home, I'm sure you know how much your cat loves to sit in a nice warm spot, just like the cats that we hope to find on the Kopi Rocks, known as the lion.
Papi, cuando tenga noche los chiras va a ir a buscar las comidas de animales. Va a buscar zebra, ostrich, porque... qué rico.
Though it looks like before we find the lions, we will see somebody else on our right. That is the white rhino. The white rhino is the larger of the rhinos that live on the reserve. They can grow to be anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds. We'll see them again in just a moment. Unfortunately, it does not look like we have too much luck with the lions right now. They are probably hiding in the shade somewhere.
¿Hay que traer leones?
See the rhinos again out there on your right? Even though we can see the rhinos very clearly, it's unlikely that they're able to see us as well, because they have very poor vision. But they make up for it with very excellent, very sensitive hearing.
Pero tiene que ser de mentira.
Right now we're coming up to the edge of the reserve, which is where we'll find the warden's house. The warden has his house on the edge of the reserve, so he can head back to Harambe village to gather supplies whenever he needs. And I do believe the warden has some company over his house today. Coming up on your left, you'll see the Nigerian dwarf goat. You might be looking at some of those goats thinking that they're babies, but they're fully grown adults.
No se le escapa una. Mira la ropa, la ropa.
The Nigerian dwarf goat makes a great pet for a farmer because they'll provide a milk.
¿Dónde la encontramos ahora? ¿Cómo en qué distancia estamos del punto? Ah, pues nos falta mucho. Llevamos 20 minutos. 20 minutos llevamos.
One thing that you can do is
Definitivamente valió la pena.
which would make a great pit stop for the migratory bird species on their long journey. Another family activity would be to set up a butterfly garden.
Oh my God.
Butterfly gardens make a good home for the monarch butterfly, which is
Papi, eso que en inglés se dice water fountain.
Water fountain.
Waterfall.
Waterfall.
Water fountain is when you drink
if we
water.
have any wilderness explorers on board today, and if you want to get your badge to riding the safari, they might ask you the name of the truck that you're on. And the name of the truck that you're on today is the Simba 1. Simba 1 for the wilderness explorers out there. Now here at Acompáñame, we're not like to say goodbye. Goodbye is just too sad. What we prefer to say is Kwaherini if things go well. We say Kwaherini with the hopes that we'll see each other again soon. And you are always welcome to join us for the safari. There's no two safaris are alike. Every time we come out.
Mi gente, acabamos de hacer el Safari Tour, definitivamente valió la pena. La espera de esos 59 minutos valió la pena. Del 1 al 10 le doy un 10 de 10. No dejen de hacer esta aventura aquí, el Safari en Animal Kingdom, muy bueno.